Hey everybody, today we're going to talk about the Zoll AED Plus. It is the most popular AED we sell. It's the only AED by Zoll that we sell. They do have another one called the AED Pro, but it's been several years since we've sold one. We don't really do a whole lot with that. So the AED Plus was released in 2001. It comes in two different parameters, configurations, really semi-automatic and fully automatic. The only difference is when you have a fully automatic unit, once you hook the pads up to the patient and to the unit, it'll go through all the steps. It'll detect, a rhythm. If it needs to shock, it'll go ahead and shock without the need of you pressing a button. Can anybody think why that might be a bad idea besides this area? And water, right, or touching metal. There's like tons of different reasons why just delivering a shock without checking the surroundings is a terrible idea. So that's the reason, one, we don't stock fully automatic AEDs, and we kind of try to discourage people from even buying them, because if the only difference is pressing this button right here, and that could save somebody's life while you're trying to save somebody's life, then there's no point in having a fully automatic. And it's $50 cheaper if you want a semi-automatic unit. So there's a little incentive for people to buy semi-automatic units from us. This is a new AED Plus from Zoll. It comes with a 7-year warranty from Zoll. These have the lowest cost of operation for their lifetime, because the pads are good for 4 years instead of 2. So I'm going to go through the accessories really quickly that come with a new one. CPR D-pads are the pads that come with the new AED Plus, and they're special because they have a CPR puck in the middle of them, which can detect how far you're pushing down and how fast you're doing compressions. So if you're giving CPR to someone, and you will be if you're using an AED, it can tell you if you're doing it right or wrong, pretty much. And so these are listed right here as what we send with, even with a recertified unit, we'll send CPR D-pads unless the customer wants something different. Here's the soft carrying case that just goes around the unit, around the outside, and leaves the handle exposed for you to carry it. Listed that there as well. And then also batteries. So it takes 10 type 1, 2, 3 batteries. This is how they come from Zoll. We don't always send them like this when we send recertified, because we can buy obviously more batteries in bulk, and they don't come like this. It also comes with an operator's guide, product documentation, and an installation video, and several sets of stickers and information about the warranty here. When we send a recertified unit, we send these things. We send the case, the CPR D-pads, and the batteries with a recertified unit. Now, if you look on the list that I gave you, there are additional accessories that come with the unit. So, Ryan, what if you need to shock a kid? Well, that's the first additional thing I listed with PD pads too. They're designed to use with kids. And then the next two things are sometimes cheaper options than CPR D-pads for our customers. CPR stat pads and stat pad 2, they both pre-connect and are used with adults. The only difference is CPR stat pads do offer the CPR feedback, but stat pad 2s do not. And the last thing I listed is a large AED cabinet. We used to get those from Zoll. We don't anymore. We kind of use a generic cabinet with an alarm on it, because it's not really important that it be a brand name, just that it works. And so we get those, and we list those under CB1-L for those of you that are going to be picking those. We get them, I think it's around $100 now. So this is how CPR D-pads hook up to a patient. One over here, and then the puck goes down in the middle, and then over here to the right, kind of like so. And then I didn't put the batteries in this, so I can't do it, but the pads hook up over here on the right. Come on, just like that. And then there are different lights and sounds and pictures right here that kind of walk you through the CPR process, and then the button in the middle is the one that delivers the shock. So to put the batteries into the unit, you have to pop out this back cover back here, and then they just kind of go in. It's interesting So there's 4 on each side and then 2 in the middle. So you need to put the 4 in on either side and then kind of try to put the 2 in the middle in at the same time when you're putting the batteries in the AED Plus. So what type of customers use this unit? Mainly churches buy this unit, but anybody can buy this unit. That's the sole purpose of AEDs, is they're designed to be found everywhere in case of an emergency. But we really like to sell these retail. A brand new AED Plus list at $16.99, so $1,700. We sell recertified ones around $12.99 or sometimes cheaper depending on the quantity. Yeah, I think that's about it. As far as comparing them to other AEDs, the Zoll AED Plus might be the most expensive in the initial purchase, but like I said, has the lower cost of operation over its lifetime. So kind of weigh that out, and that balances out a little bit. So, are there any questions, or Mark, do you have anything to add?
Okay, so if y'all are putting these together, new, they're in the box. Everything that goes with it's in the box. From time to time, we steal some stuff out of the box, like the pads and batteries, and we have to make sure and replace them. If we sell a new unit, it has to go out like we got it from Zoll, which will be a new set of pads, just like he showed you. New case in the plastic, new batteries in the sleeve like this. So this is how we send out our new ones. The refurb, depending on who it is and how they want it, sometimes we'll set it up for them. Real quick, if we do set it up for them, you have to place the batteries in. When you place the batteries in, Robertson has done this, Ryan's done this, several other people have done this, Jacob's done it plenty of times. You have to push a button to reset the batteries, and it tells you, walks you through even how to replace the batteries. The pads, sometimes if we'll ship them without the batteries on the recertified ones, or ship it the batteries separate, we'll send them the pads and the batteries separate, but sometimes people want them set up. So that's one of the things we try to do with the customer ask. So by that, and I'm going to talk to the sales team and making sure y'all know, all right, it's a recertified unit, they just want all the stuff, kind of thrown in the box, or do they want it set up what we call patient ready? And I think everybody is learning, the new folks. Patient ready means when they pull it out of the box, it can go right on the patient. So for these to be patient ready, you put the batteries in, you turn it on, and then here's a little trick that was showed to me by one of our Zoll reps many moons ago as to how to put these in. So patient ready means the pads would already be in here, right? So instead of putting this in, and just so y'all notice, so the pads are dated. The CPRD pad, and all of them have this tab, all the different types. So these are CPRD pads. The CPRD pads have a 5-year expiration, and this little tab is made to stick out. And y'all see right here, there's a little slit in the top. It's made to stick out. So if we're setting these up for somebody, it'll stick through here, and it'll come out, and you'll see this sticking out like this, so they won't have to open it to see when the pads are expiring. Does the same thing for the pediatrics. All the pads made for the AED Plus. Again, it's for ease of use. These are made to be on standby for long periods of time. These are not rechargeable batteries. Once these batteries are dead after 4 to 7 years, they throw them away and get some others. That's why you see a lot of reorders of pads and batteries.
If you use the AED, does it take the battery life?
If you the battery are at full. Brand new batteries, the capacitor can charge up to 300 times, so that means 300 shocks. So no, the batteries are not. The pads always have to be replaced. Anything in these gold foil that y'all see, anything in the pad, just so you know, they are not multiple use. Once they use them, they have to reorder them. So I tried to force this in. The best way to do it is to put the pads in like this, and then just put this down on top of the unit, and it'll snap. It's a little bit hard to do. But once you get used to practicing it, it goes in there. So when you open it up, you don't have to open it up to see where the date is on the pads. It sticks out right here like this. But 2, when you open it up, they're already going to be in there. I'm going to pick this up. And they're what they call rescue ready position, ready to go, pre-connected.
It comes with a little CPR.
So the difference, like Ryan said, these are more expensive, and they're good for 5 years. These pads, and they also have what we call a rescue ready kit attached to them. So these are 3 times more expensive than the regular pads, just the 2-piece Stat Pads 2 or the other ones that we sell with them, but they last 5 years instead of 2 years, and they have this Rescue Ready kit attached on, which we usually sell these separate for about $20. So the main thing everybody in here needs to know is the new ones always go out in the new box as they came into us from Zoll. Now every now and then we'll have somebody that want to pick them up and want us to set them up. Jacob would probably be the go-to. Everybody in here should know kind of how to set one up, either for new if somebody's coming to pick it up, or recertified if somebody wants it patient ready. But other than that, this is one of our top selling items. It's the only brand new AED that we stock. We're big with Zoll, so one of the things we do is we try to keep 50 to 100 of these in stock at all times, new. And then they're on the recertified ones. It's kind of fluctuate with what we can get from the market. So, any other questions?
Sweet, thank y'all.
Yeah.